Yo, back with another episode, PoDoC episode number 3. This ain't actually an official episode. I just can't talk to y'all. About. I know it's been kind of slow, starting off slow a little bit, but I want to talk to y'all about hip hop and how I came about, like how I got into hip hop basically. And this is off the wing. I didn't even know I was gonna record, so actually I don't have notes again. I know people been reaching out, telling me now start taking notes in so it could flow a little better and all that. And I appreciate the feedback, and I am going to take that into consideration. But that's for the actual episodes. This is just a quick. I'm probably gonna be here for less than 30 minutes, 20-30 minutes. I honestly wanted to check out the green screen in the back. See, I got the D building up. That's the building I grew up in. D5. But my introduction to hip hop was kind of different than regular people. Like people would just not just like people actually was around the shit from like young, like their parents playing hip hop and shit. Like my mom was in the church, like I said, so she usually played church music. Like so, I wasn't really privy to hip hop. Like my sisters, my sisters actually was on hip hop before me, and my brother. But that's how I ended up running into hip hop, like through them. Cause they was listening to hip hop, but they wasn't like really playing it around me per se. But I used to go in their room all the time because they shared a room. Me and my brother shared a room. My mom had her own room, so it was my older sister. I used to go in there, and they had this radio player. Um, no, actually, no, I'm lying. How did this go? You know what? I know how it went because this is the time where tapes was popular, but CDs was just starting to come out. So I never seen no 8 tracks and none of that shit. Like people all talking about 8 track first shit. Like I never dealt with an 8 track before. I don't know what the fuck. How to work that shit or none of that shit. I came with tapes, and I remember one Christmas we did have a few of them motherfuckers. Like I was in D5 for about 20 years. We had about 5 Christmases where we actually got shit, 5 or 6. But I remember not my first Christmas. This like not my first Christmas. One of my Christmases, me and my brother got these radios, like these little radio shits that you put the tape in, you could record. It had the antenna, you could play the radio and shit. But yeah, we had got one of those joints. So I used to listen to radio and shit. I mean, catch little radio shit. Like I used to listen to songs that was on the radio only or on TV type shit when we had cable because we barely had cable. But like every other motherfucker coming up in the hood and all that shit, get a tape, put the, know what I mean, two pieces of tape on the holes. If y'all really about y'all shit, y'all know about the tapes when they had the two little holes. You couldn't record if them shits was, I mean, not covered type shit, because the record button won't go down. Fucking didn't have the tape on that shit. So, I mean, put the tape on. And I used to record all the shit I used to listen to, and I mean, it was straight radio music. Um, one day, one of my sisters in the room, and they had some CDs in that motherfucker. I'm like, oh shit. It's around the time when Crossroads that came out. That was my shit. Couldn't tell me shit about Crossroads, yo. Being at the Crossroads. When that shit came out, that shit changed my life. Cause of fucking, I heard the song, I fucked with it, but it made me want more. So I seen the actual whole CD on my sister's room. I mean, on my sister's dresser. So I threw that bitch in, and like, whoa, I ain't never heard all this before. So listening, E to the 99 to the 99 999, E to the 99 to the 99 999. Like, whoa, this shit different right here. Shit. So my introduction to hip hop was straight through Bone Thugs. Like I was on Busy Bone, Crazy Bone, all that shit. Like that was my first motherfucking introduction to hip hop. I feel like 'cause that's when I started hearing the actual curses and all that shit. Like the TV shit, they wouldn't let them curse and shit on there. So I really wasn't. I mean, I was into that shit, but it ain't catch me like fucking I can't even think of the name of the fucking album, man. It's fucking crazy. The Bone Thugs first album, yeah, that shit fucked me up. And then it was up from there. Shit. The next song I heard that I got fucking behooved by was damn, that's the wrong damn word. But H to the Izzo was the next song. I heard Hove on H to the Izzo, and this was on TV. Like when I seen that shit for the first time, like nah, this shit different. Like they started teaching me shit that the shit that I wanted to know. Like the shit. I mean, cause growing up around that motherfucker, like it wasn't a whole lot of church family. Like my family, like I had a lot of family that lived around Millbrooks apartments, but like we was like the main church people around there. It, um, ever since then, it's been up like oh fucking. This is crazy too. Like if I Ruled the World by Nas was like one of the hardest joints I think I ever heard from Nas. Cause like everybody was like Nas fans. I really wasn't a Nas fan like that. Like he used to say shit, but like it just it just didn't hit me like it hit other people. I guess one mic was hard. Like he had bad hard joints. I can't say that it at all whack. Like it didn't grab me like other artists grab me type shit. Like Nas. Um, and it ain't so much that he wasn't like no like a hardcore rapper and all that shit. Cause I didn't look at Hove as a hardcore rapper. Like Like he was a street rapper, but like X came when X came with that gritty shit. That's when I was like, yeah, this nigga different as a motherfucker. Like, cause it was like these motherfuckers that I'm first seeing. Like I'm first getting into hip hop, but I'm like DMX was that first aggressive rapper that I ever got into. Fucking Ja Rule had a time. I can't front on Rule. Ja Rule, he was with the singing and all that shit. I ain't gonna lie, I was fucking with Ja Rule shit before 50 came out. Fucking like I wasn't running around singing that shit and all that shit. But I was like, I was fucking with the shit because shit was hard. But when 50 came, 50 said it's quiet time for that shit. Who else had an era? Dipset era. I remember I wanted to hit Jewels on everything at one point. Wayne era. Wayne was going crazy on everything. Uh, these are just people I listen to. The point of me talking about people I didn't listen to. So I'm trying to think of the people I listen to. I fuck with T Pain era. Luda had a crazy era. Niggas was on Luda hard. Fucking that shit was crazy when niggas started putting music in the car and shit. Niggas know. We used to ride around in that motherfucking stands with this nigga Ella. Motherfucker used to come through every fucking school, blasting that motherfucking I love you and I need you. That deliver shit. You knew a motherfuckers was pulling up. It's, oh. That shit was crazy. That time was a fucking weird ass time. Like, I don't know what the fuck. Like niggas still be throwing music in the cars and shit. I don't knock it, but I'm just out of the. I feel like I'm out of that age bracket. Like my mental is way past putting music in the fucking car and shit. But each his own. Uh-uh. It's a cool time though. A big nigga had the fucking loudest shit. Like that nigga. There's times where niggas used to ride around like 6 or 7 cars deep, just fucking riding through towns and shit. Blast their fucking music. Every car had music in it. Like that was the '90s for real. Niggas was really outside. Like you actually ride down a block, and then the block is full of niggas like full of people. Like that shit ain't like that no more, man. Hope they niggas never know what that shit is like again. Shit, my fucking stoop. Like we had fucking at least 25 to 30 bikes out that bitch. I ain't gonna say at all times we was moving around, but like when niggas was around that bitch, it was heavy around that bitch. White days. Like it was crazy before we was able to move around and I mean all that shit. But when we got to moving around and shit got different, our age had shit different. Shit was alright though. Let me see. My favorite rappers right now, I would say is I don't have favorite rappers. I like good music. I don't attach myself to any of these fucking artists. So I don't know any of these motherfuckers. So what I do is I look for the creativity and I appreciate what people create rather than the creators of the creativity, if that makes sense. Yeah, I don't really care about the motherfucker that created this shit. Just create some shit. If I know you, then it's different. Or if you somebody that I would like to get to know, or if I know somebody before I understand their creativity, then that's different too because it's a different relationship. But if I just come across your creation, I don't care about the creator. If I just like the creation. Now, if the creation make you want to get to know the creator, then I feel like it can be anything too. Like I'm not being specific with anything. If what you created makes me want to get to know who you are, then that means I hold you in high regard as a creator type shit. I don't really just deal with people or just like people just for the fuck of it. Like I'm just fucking weird like that. Or I just been molded into that type of motherfucker. Dealing with my type of motherfuckers I done dealt with in my life. Shit, like it's no point in dealing with people, certain people. People are who they are, and they're gonna be who they are. And at the end of the day, I don't think I was put on this earth to change people like me. Nah, I ain't gonna say I wasn't put on this earth to change people, but it's not my job to change everybody. I'll put it like that. It's my job to change some people, but it's not my job to change everybody. And I wouldn't even say it's my job to change people. It's my job to try because it takes you to change you. I can't change you. So yeah, that's how that shit go. Shit. Hey, I don't give a fuck if you like me or not. So it's like, you know, the yin and the yang type shit. Like if the yang don't fuck with the yang, shit don't make sense, right? Nah, that shit ain't make no damn sense. I'm trying to be motherfucking. Motherfucker, I just said some bullshit just there. Bullshit. But nah, fuck it. This shit about some hip hop shit. Fucking trying to be a goddamn philosopher in this motherfucking shit. Fuck all that shit. I know what the fuck I meant. Fuck y'all too, shit. I'm on my will shit. Nah, but fucking hell yeah, man. Some of my favorite artists right now. Of course, Hove is the number one. Like, and I fuck with Hove as like I fuck with his person outside of music because he's actually more than just a fucking artist. He's like an actual business. And I know that shit is like corny cliche shit. But like his business endeavor is phenomenal. So gotta put Hove at number one. I fuck with a lot of niggas music wise though. Shit. I fuck with A Boogie. I fuck with Roddy Rich, T Grizzly, uh 42 Doug. I like his sound. RP King Von. I fuck with King Von music. I fuck with that Chicago shit. Um, I don't try to get too like caught up in that shit though. But I like, damn, excuse me, I like the music and shit. Just be a whole lot with that shit. Um, what else? Fucking St. John, I fuck with his shit. Uh, Jordan Lucas had an ill ass project. One of my mans put me on to that shit. Otherwise, I probably would have never heard that. Um, fucking, it's a lot more niggas. I just can't think of niggas right now. I ain't gonna say a lot more, but it's a few more. But I like good music. Like fuck the artists. I just like good music. There's a lot of good music out there, and I just try. I mean, support all the good shit. Cause there's a lot of whack shit out there that got niggas trying to get on in some fucked up positions. Cause motherfuckers flooding the fucking gates with fucking bullshit. It is what it is. Um, not no nigga rap like me straight up. That out there like that. Songwriting, bars, not going front. Niggas got more performance experience over me, so I give niggas that. But when it comes to getting in that motherfucking booth and writing these fucking bars, these songs and shit, it ain't too many niggas that can dance. And I fuck with Drake, Big Sean, Kendrick, all them niggas. Them niggas are nice. J. Cole, some niggas out there. Guess what? I could play in the park with these niggas all day. 10 songs, 10 niggas, and I'm on 10 features. That's 10 fucking fights. I'm not talking about, like, nigga, I feel like I have 7 out of the fucking 10. I win 7 out of the 10 fights if I'm on 10 features with any niggas in hip hop. Straight up. Um, but fuck that. Gotta get there to prove that. So maybe one day. Yeah, I slap box with niggas. Now I'm gonna do what I do, trying to get this shit together, and I'm about to wrap this shit up because it's fucking 2 o'clock in the fucking morning, and a nigga like me gotta get a little bit of rest. So, I mean, y'all know what to do, man. Hit that motherfucking like button, subscribe to the channel, tell somebody that this nigga is doing some different shit. Support this nigga straight from the D building of the Brook. I'm gonna run y'all through the whole D building too. Matter of fact, when I'm gonna tell you when I was coming up with the D building, like, look, that's D1 right there. Go around like that, so I could probably catch the back door. So D1 was damn. I don't want to put niggas' names out there. They know. Damn, I'm gonna do this. I ain't gonna put niggas' names out there. I could put the last names maybe. So Shepherds was at D1. Then we had who was at D2? The little the retarded kid Bradford used to live in them too. And I don't mean to say retarded kid. Yeah, Bradford lived at number two. Three, it was when I moved there, it was the white boy, with dark hair. I don't remember his name. Fox or something. Last name was Fox, I think, some shit like that. He was in D3. My aunt was in D4. Williams. We was in D5. Um, Big Will and him was in D6. Um, damn, who was in D7? D7 was damn, it was in D7. I had to get back to y'all about D7. Yeah. Damn, forgot I was in D7, but D8 was that was T Gangster was in D8. D9 was White Boy Lee. No, no, no. Yeah, White Boy Lee was in D9, and the Jacksons was in D10. That was the D building when I moved there. I gotta figure out D7 though. I don't. I think it might have been the Owens that lived there in D7. If I'm not mistaken. But I thought they was in D6 for some reason. But I think they might have been. It might have been the Owens in D7. But that was the D building. I mean, I could take y'all to the any building. I probably can. If there was you staying in there, anyway, I don't know the old people. I do probably know all the old people, but I don't know them by name. I just know the hell they was and by face and then where the fuck they lived at. Shit. I ain't know their fucking name. Shit. Damn, actually, I might do that, but not everybody. Just people. Fuck it. That was a D building. That's what I mean. Whole backyard and shit. I think that was like 5 in the middle, like right next to where the basketball court is, like that. I ain't trying to explain this. Fuck that. Sleep, man. It's 2:15. Yo, like, subscribe. Hit the link, share my shit, comment. I'll catch y'all in a day or two. I'm gonna do my motherfucking next episode. It's probably gonna be about moving into this motherfucker right here. So y'all stay tuned. Look out for the next one. And give me some motherfucking sleep. Y'all keep supporting. Know what I mean? Support the kid. All right.